headlines. On Overtime tonight, let's meet Dick Meadows of CHCH-TV and the Toronto Globe and Mail. John Iaboni, hockey writer with the Toronto Sun. And the ever-welcome, always interesting, and properly opinionated coach of the Rockies, Blues' best friend, Don Cherry. Now here's Dave.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Don Cherry has had some memorable moments the past few weeks. One at the Boston Garden, which he says is the biggest thrill ever, and one at the Montreal Forum, which may have hastened Bernie Geoffrion's departure. I'm sure we want to talk about those things. I don't know how much you want to talk about tonight. We got 5 or 10 seconds.
Before we do, I don't mean to interrupt the guy wearing morning clothes. A guy wearing morning clothes has never been like, never coach has walked into this league, any game, wearing morning clothes. Never. But I want you to wear the hat that I promised you some weeks ago.
Well, why don't you? I don't feel like
I mean, if you get all over that sort of that beehive hairdo, that may be just the right size. That's the Nimlac style hat. Look at it.
A what?
You're lovely. It's the Nimlac style hat. Look at it. Not bad.
Oh, really?
So you have to have you would kind of get a snap to it.
I think lovely is a bad choice of words, though.
Lovely?
It's size 8. That's right.
No, it's 8. It's exactly size 8. He's the only.
What does that tell you?
Got a head like a Rocky Ford cantaloupe. I heard you in Buffalo one time. We were in last spot. He's sitting, he's going down the list, and finally comes, and in last spot, Don Cherry's Colorado Rockies. I went up and kicked the set.
There you go.
Well, you played like Don Cherry's last place Colorado Rockies tonight. Lost 4 guys, I understand.
We lost 4 guys, and we outshot them, I understand, in first period, 17-10. Harrison played very well.
Let's face it, Hardy didn't have as good a game tonight as he did the first time.
That 2-1 hockey game, he played well.
That's right. He sure played well.
Seems like a long time ago.
Okay,
well, a lot has happened since.
Well, his club's got a little better.
Tell us about the night.
Better.
The night in Boston.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a threshold of happiness you could reach, and that's the thing. It was just like a Cecil B. DeMille did the whole thing, and it was just absolutely gorgeous.
To walk into Boston, your former center, and beat them pretty well right at home.
I'm telling you, somebody threw some artificial grapes to the captain to come over and give it to me.
How much did you pay him to do that?
I don't know. I didn't pay him anything, I'll tell you. I was in ecstasy, I'll tell you.
And you called a timeout near the end of the game?
Yeah, well, it's like Smitty tonight. 10 seconds ago, he called the timeout by 3 lead. That's clever.
Yeah, it's part of the showboating. You're sort of leading them all in the showboating.
Didn't sign any autographs, though.
No, that's what you did.
Don, I want to ask you about the Boston thing. A little bit of a side there. You were there, I guess, for 2 days. And the previous night, before your game against the Bruins, where you beat them recently, the marching band was in town, the Black Watch.
No, Dick. What happened was that we get in that morning, and the afternoon, Black Watch were in.
And you're a former drummer.
Yeah, I'm a tenor drummer. You know, spinning around.
Yeah. Who did you play for?
City of Rochester Pipe Band.
And you wanted to go and watch these Black Watch
Best drinking
guys.
band in the world. And I wanted to go stomp. I was too tired, but he had phoned, Mr. Mooney phoned and said, don't allow him in. Anybody allows him in is fired.
Paul Mooney, the president of the Bruins, Dave and John, said, don't let that guy in the rink, former coach who made them pretty respectable.
And not only that...
Watch this Black Watch, which you'd like to have done.
Well, not only that, if I had known that, I'd have come anyhow. But not only that, they drew about 6,000 more than, like last year. So you figure 6,000 times whatever the thing is, the money for them, and they were going to keep me out.
That's because for the...
Didn't bother. I was too tired anyhow.
For the Colorado game.
I like your shirt. I tell you, I like that.
Listen, the morning clothes, I can't believe that the CHA crest has got to go. That's a little tacky.
Memorial Cup.
Can you get a shot of that crest there, guys? Yeah, just kind of get the Camrys to hone in on that.
I think that's tacky.
Oh, a little bit for the morning.
You got nothing hanging on yours.
Well, I can't afford it yet.
Well,
I don't have the big contract in Colorado.
You don't know the truth of it. He was going to wear his burgundy suit tonight.
Well,
now what
I was
happened?
going to wear my burgundy suit, but it let me down, and some guy was walking around Boston and says, this guy looks like a fag. And I looked down, and I did look like a fag, to tell you the truth. So
let me tell you, in Toronto it would have been fine. Not on Church Street.
Yeah.
That's the headquarters. That's the capital. Yep.
That's why I didn't want to get attacked.
Well, you wouldn't have been attacked. You'd have been approached.
Yeah.
But you're...
So there are places I shouldn't go in this hat.
Oh, in that hat. I think I better... I get that from the hatter. I don't know if he'll... do you think he fits the hat?
You're going to get another one from him now. I'll tell you what.
Gee.
John, I'd like to get
John,
serious.
I'd like to get
serious for a moment. I think that you made the point that Jim Schoenfeld, as you were saying yesterday. What's the reason that Buffalo's #1, Don?
Oh, I'm not there.
Where? You're not
Boston.
Not in Boston. Is
And,
that it?
all I know is that the last 4 years, excuse me, I'm getting all choked up when I talk like this about Boston. They were in first place, and and now they're in second. What more can I tell you?
But hush puppy Scotty Bowman is running the Buffalo franchise.
Yeah, he's got something to do with that.
A little bit.
Him and his 5 coaches.
Is it 5 coaches?
Oh, something.
I think
Rogers
what
upstairs
happened.
in his pink.
I think what's
Sports
happened in
coach.
Montreal proves a point
Did I
that.
get in trouble, Dick? No.
Yeah. Roger Nielsen was not, let's face it, not one of the fine dressers in the NHL coaching establishment.
No, that's true.
Yeah, but neither was Don until he started to make the big bucks.
Listen, you're a technician. You're kind of a lunch bucket guy from Barrie. You played with the Barrie Flyers with Willie Menard and a few guys who are now running beer in places.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I know I'm lucky. Hey, listen, it goes for another 2 years anyhow. You can't fire me for 2 years, I don't think, anyhow.
You won't resign like Jeffrey, and you got more guts than that to
Well,
stick it out.
I feel sorry for him. I saw him the other night. We were playing, and we pumped in about 5 in the third period, and he was over on that other side, and he was just dying, you know. And he, of all the guys in the National Hockey League, he had everything to lose and nothing to gain.
And he's the one guy among you who probably couldn't handle it. He's very egocentric. He never quite grew up. Never quite, listen, he quit every job he ever had.
You asking me or you?
I'm asking, well, I'm saying it, but I'm looking for some agreement because I think you will give it.
Well, I don't know. I think he's great in the Miller commercials and all that. I mean, right?
You can go back to them.
Back to Atlanta, that's right.
No, I feel sorry for him because I tell you the guy they miss the most is Dryden. I really believe that. And not because...
Not Jacques Lemaire?
Well, no, I'll tell you why. I think Bunny Rock was doing all right, but you just look back when you're playing it and you see that great big guy there, you know, a great big mountain standing there. He looks so... They missed his presence, you know what I mean? And that's what they missed the most. I don't know about his goaltending, but his presence. I can't explain it anymore.
Well, do you
You're
not
beat when you're looking at him.
Do you not think the players had a confidence in Dryden that they didn't have in Larocque, and who knows about Heron since he hadn't been playing because of
I think Dennis
there was
Heron
a confidence factor there with Dryden.
Well,
Dennis Heron will at least cut down the angles better than Bunny Larocque. Bunny Larocque played here a week ago tonight, and it was a brutal performance. A guy sitting back inside the crease throughout the hockey game. Didn't cut off an angle all evening.
I know, I saw a few of them tonight.
Well, I don't think that it was Dryden in the 7th game last year that beat you, though. I think that Dryden, as far as I could see, gave up a few soft goals and almost gave it to you. I think that the reason that you guys lost last year was LaFleur's great performance to bring them back.
Oh,
when
come on,
you had
it was too many men on the ice penalty that cost them again.
That too.
Anybody was going to make
Yes, what happened. You're leading 4-3.
The one thing I said, the one thing when we went to Montreal, I told those guys, whatever you do, I don't care if you win the game, don't get too many guys on the ice, please. That's all I ask.
That's why you lost, isn't that right?
That's where Hardy Astrom's best. Montreal, he broke the streak a couple of years ago with the Rangers.
That's correct, so he did.
I'll save him till the next time in Montreal then.
Well, I think what happened today in Montreal, and I don't know whether you agree with this, Don, but it shows that coaching the Montreal Canadiens is no soft touch. And I think that Scotty Bowman was always underestimated for the job he did in Montreal.
What he did was keep his mouth shut.
Dick,
Let them play.
we'll get Don's answer to that and more. A little surprise for you coming up.